Hey everyone, what is going on? It is BradPhusion here and welcome back to Creative Sunday. Today's idea was given to me by Two-Tailed Avenger who said I should try and make something like Grifball, so that is exactly what I have tried to do here today, though with my own little twists and turns on it as well. So if you don't know what Grifball is, it is basically a game mode created way back in Halo 3 I think, that basically had two teams going against each other with the common objective of getting a ball, this ball right here, into a goal, that goal over there. Though obviously it worked different back in Halo, but this is my interpretation of it. So obviously I can't carry the ball like they did in Halo 3, so instead I'm going to have to push this one. And it works quite simple. I mean, the gravity is light enough so I can actually push it around, as you guys can see my little character doing. It's so adorable watching it in this sort of perspective. But yeah, that is basically how it works. I have to push this ball into that goal. Now, there's the other members of the team can use weapons to hurt you, such as a, let me grab it out right now, such as a gravity hammer or energy sword, but we don't have them, so I'm going to be using this little welder here that can be fixing things, but there's nothing needs fixing, so I guess it'll, yeah. So basically, yeah, I can fix things and kill people with it. Now, when people die, they respawn at the respawn stations, which you can see me pointing my little welder at right now, up in the corner there, the little red roof, that, yeah, you see it? Yep. Great. Perfect. Okay, so let me just get out of this perspective, because I was in it for way too long. So yeah, like I said, my goal is to push this ball into that goal over there, when my teammates will be defending me or attacking the person who's carrying the ball. So yeah, if you don't know how this goal works, it's quite simple, and actually I'll just keep pushing the ball whilst I talk about it. Basically, oh wow, that was quite fast. There's this little gravity field here that lifts the ball up, and I think it's already slightly taking effect of it right now. Basically, depending on the projectile speed and the angle you come in, there's a chance that you'll get the ball through the hoop, and when you get the ball through the hoop, it counts as a point. And if you miss, the ball will eventually fall out like it has done right here. So let me try and get a goal for you guys quite early on. I'm not sure if I will. It is quite difficult to get it in the hoop, but this is my own twist on Grifball. So if I can push it up and go inside the hoop, please, 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 please. You gotta be kidding me. That's it. That hoop doesn't like me anymore. But I am on the blue team, so I am scoring at the right goal here. But like I said, it is quite difficult to get a point. So you also have other people attacking you and people defending you as well. So it makes it that little bit more intense. Let me see if I can get it. Just go on, in you get. No, really? No. Whatever. Okay, so that's how the goals work anyway. There are a few other items in this map here that can be used to your advantage or your disadvantage, such as these rotating platforms over here. Now this one here obviously doesn't work in favor for the red team, but it does work in favor for the blue team. As you guys can see, it'll scoop up the ball and hit it over in that general direction. These things actually do fling it quite far, and let me actually see if I can utilize it properly. Let me just push my ball all the way back over there. These little ramps here, they have a gravity generator underneath them, which I'll show you guys in a second, that when a ball comes along here, it'll actually launch it upwards, as it kind of did with me, and it usually goes quite far as well, just kind of like a catch me up, or if you're falling behind, you can utilize them. So now that I've got that going, let me see if I can quickly get that up there, and see if the thing will actually push it. I gave a little bit of a speed boost, but it didn't get it as high as how it normally gets it, I think because I didn't get it up there in time. So let me take this one more try. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's actually going to push it all the way around, I think. So you can obviously mess up and things. Where did it actually go? It's over here now. Oh, poor ball. Let me see if I think I can actually get a good scoop from this. Go ball! No, too late. Go ball! Go ball! Nope. And I messed up. This has been quite enjoyable to make as well. There are a few other things as well. Let me try using the ramp so I can show you guys that as well. So like I said, if you're falling behind, you need a quick pick me up or a quick boost. This will launch the ball quite a fair distance. The ball actually doesn't really damage all too much. It is made out of heavy armor. I did that intentionally. I could have made it out of light armor, but I feel that would have broken way too easily, so I decided to use heavy armor instead. And if my voice sounds really shaky, it's because it's really, really cold right now. But anyways, enough of the ball touching. Let me move on to the spawn areas. So, as you guys can see, they're mounted up on the wall. I had them on the ground before, but then I realized that if a whole team was to die, the other team could just crowd around the door and kind of kill them off. So I have it elevated slightly so that when the teams respawn inside their chambers here, you can also change your color just in case you're a different color. You can heal up and whatnot, but then you'll come out here and you'll jump out and then you can go into battle. There's obviously no fall damage because of the gravity being quite low in this arena, so you've got that going for you as well. Now, I tried to make this as gladiatorial as possible with these sorts of stairs here. I was originally going to use stairs, but they weren't steep enough to actually allow you to see the arena from up here, so I decided to use these sorts of slanted windows that give you a better view. And I thought this was kind of cool as well. There is also a VIP room over there, or the Game Master's room, which I'll show you guys just in a second. You also see those lights above, which I'll get to as well. So, opening up the door in here, you can see that the Game Master has a pretty decent view of the arena. He can actually see most things here, and he's usually the one that determines whether or not a team gets a point. So, say the blue team scores a goal over there, and the Game Master determines that is a goal. The Game Master the Game Master can then come over here, access the console, go control panel, and then it can determine the first point has gone to the blue team, so he'll turn the light on for the blue team. Now, this game mode is set mainly to be around about the first 3. That's why I've got 3 lights up here, just in case it plays out the way that there needs to be 3 rounds. But say red scores the second goal. So I'll go in here and I'll go second point, and that's already set to red. But if I need to change colors, I can easily just drag it along like this. So red team scores the second goal, so the second point lights up being red. And say red scores the third one. Why am I always going like the colors that are already set? Okay, blue scores the last one to win the game. There you go. So now that means that blue team has won. And that's basically how those lights work. The reason why I'm using spotlights is because they can be seen quite a fair distance away. If I fly all the way outside the arena, they're still actually quite noticeable. I did originally have some sort of mechanic working over here using the interior lights. I'll show you guys that now, actually. The only reason why I didn't stick with them was simply because you can't see them from a distance, no matter what you set them to. So let me just quickly put this in here, just so I can toggle it and show you guys. So I've only set up the blue team side, and I might get rid of this before I put it up on the workshop for you guys. But if I go control panel and say the blue team gets 1 point, so I'll come over here to the blue 1 point, and I'll activate that, and that lights up those lights in a certain configuration. But when the blue team gets a second point, I'll then turn that off and then turn blue 2 point on, and then it lights up like that. And obviously you can guess what the third point does. But for example, if red gets 1 point, I'll put it up like that, and if blue team gets third point, then I'll turn off 2 point and turn on 3 point. Obviously it's a little bit more tedious, but it does look a lot prettier, and you can actually see number of representations there, which is kind of cool. But obviously, like I said before, if you fly away from it, even to the other side of the arena, you can't actually see it, which kind of sucks, and I wish that was actually still visible. But anyways, I decided to go with that instead, which seems to run a lot better anyways. So that is the top of the arena. Let me show you guys the underneath where all the gravity is. It's not really that complicated or anything. It's really quite simple actually. So we have the gravity that lifts the ball up when it's near the goal. We have the gravity ramps that are positioned here at 60 degrees or 50 degrees, I can't remember. Then we have the overall gravity with the 2 reactors, and then the ramps, and then the gravity that lifts the ball up yet again. Don't worry about that, I put that there when I was configuring those things so I could actually see them. But that is the basics of this Grifball Arena. I don't know if it's really Grifball because I've changed so many of the mechanics, but it's my take on Grifball, so I guess you guys can name it whatever. So that has been Grifball. Like I said, this will be up in the workshop, in link down in the description down below. If you guys liked the video, let me know with a like and a comment, and what should my next challenge be for Creative Sunday? Let me know in the comments down below, and the most voted up comment will be the challenge or the idea that I'll choose. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and stay awesome.